If a woman has a high body count, that doesn't mean that she sleeps around. Doesn't mean that she doesn't have control. Doesn't mean that she is loose. Doesn't mean that she doesn't have good character. Doesn't mean she doesn't have good judgment. Doesn't mean that she wants every man that is out there. So how does a woman have high body count and she is not sleeping around? In this video, I'm gonna provide reasons why women have high body counts, but yet they are not the sleeping around type of woman. They are a good woman. The first reason is honest mistake. What do I mean by honest mistake? Honest mistake is when a man persuades a woman that he loves her and he doesn't have anyone in his life and he wants her to be his woman. For instance, a married man tell a woman that he wants her and he persuade her that he loves her and persuade her that he didn't have anyone, and then she found out that he is married. Then this is gonna run up her body count because she's not gonna continue with that guy who is married, and that is what I call a honest mistake. Her body count is gonna go up because she's got to get another guy, but it's not because she's sleeping around with guys just randomly, or she doesn't have good judgment. It's because she was used by someone who already have a wife. But why it is not her fault that she let someone sleep with her when that person already have a wife? And why it is not her fault that she didn't practice self-control and have boundaries and have standard and rules? Picture it this way: women are beautiful and men are charming. And do you know what get out beauty? It's charm. Man is gonna charm his way into a woman's heart. And once he charm his way into her heart, it's bingo. He's gonna score. Once a woman like a man, because of his charming way, all the rules are gone. She has no more rules anymore. She drop all rules. Women drop all rules for a man who they like. They only have rules for men who they don't like. So the rules that women have for men that they don't like is to run them away. But the man that they do like, all the rules are broken. They will break their own rules. So you can't blame the woman that she doesn't have judgment, characters, man control, because she's gonna break her rules for men that she likes. Look at it this way: when a woman get pregnant, you don't say it's her fault. You're gonna say it's the man that get her pregnant. So when a woman get used by a married man and run up her body count to a high number, it is not her fault. It is the married man's fault. So this is why I say some women whose body counts are high, it is because of honest mistake. Imagine a woman meets 3 guys who already married or who have girlfriends, and then they just have their way with her and she did not know any of this. Now she catch 3 bodies, not because of her fault, but because of honest mistake. When a woman talk to a married man or a man who already in a relationship, and then she has to find the next man to be with her, so that each one married man that she talks to, her body count goes up times 2. So if she talks to one married man and then she's gonna get another man, that's 2 bodies she catch just for one married man or one man in a in a relationship. So the married men or men who are already in committed relationships who trick these girls, they are the ones who run up these girls' body count. Because for each man that trick her, you got to multiply that by 2. 2 times 1 is 2. So each man, she catch 2 bodies. She catch the married man or the man in a relationship plus a new guy. So that's 2. So she talked to 3 of those guys. That's 6 bodies she catch just because they deceive her. The second reason is buyer's remorse. Buyer's remorse is when a man sweet talk a woman and tell her so much nothing out of his mouth, and then it registered to the woman here, and then from her ear it registered to her heart. And if you know how the heart works, anything that it pictures someone to that person, that's what the heart always think of that person. So if in a girl heart, and let's say this guy name is Tom, so anytime the heart is thinking of Tom, think about Tom in love. So her heart is full of butterflies. So she will always think that this guy is a nice guy and believes every word that he says. And let's say she didn't believe him at first that he loves her. So these guys who go around and trick women, they have tricks up their sleeves. So he's going to use one of his tricks. He knows that if you repeat a lie, it becomes true. So he's going to repeat that lie and it's going to become true to this lady. Repeat the lie that he loves her, he cares for her, and he can't live without her. And that lie that he's going to repeat is going to become true to that lady. And it's not because she doesn't have self-control, she doesn't have aims, she doesn't know when to love or how to pick love. It's because women will fall for guys who are flattering. So she's going to buy into all the lies that this guy is selling. And when she find out that this guy did mean her no good, it's all too late. Now she's gonna have buyer's remorse, but she already give up the goods, so she can't roll it back. So that's how women end up with high body count, but they're not sleep around girls. They are actually good girls who are looking for love. And if one trick doesn't work on a girl, they go for the other trick. The other trick is to drop a bag. They will go and spend a lot of money to impress this girl, and the girl is going to think that if he didn't like me, why would he be spending so much money? But they are spending money because they want to score. And once they will set aside certain figure, that once they blew that and that's over, then they take their time and drift away, because the girl would say how that nice treatment has dried up, but she doesn't know that that was the game that they were playing all day. Once that bag is finished, that's when they know that it's time for them to get out of that relationship and leave that woman with more bodies, which is not her fault. Which now she find out that it was a buyer's remorse. Reason for intimidation. When a woman is educated, beautiful, successful, guys are intimidated by her and don't really want to approach her, to seek date or just to talk to her. So she is void of attention. She's not getting any attention. So any attention she gets, she gonna think that's love, and she may go all the way. And guys will give her attention and get right into her pants. When a woman thinks that guys are intimidated by her, she's not gonna trust any guys, because she just gonna think that a guy who muster a courage and talk to her is not really want to be with her. She just gonna think that they just baffling away. So this guy gonna say that he came in love. You know, when in war, when someone want to conquer their enemy, they pretend that they came in peace or say, I came in peace. And if you know, most guys, they don't want women who they are intimidated by, because that woman is going to be the boss or going to run things. So guys try to avoid those women for attachment. They just don't want to be attached to those women. So if they get involved, they're just going to run up their those women body count and then dip after.